Marvel's Monica Rambeau. The underrated hero everyone is going to love. Why is Monica Rambeau the character fans and the general public have been waiting for? Marvel Comics has been doing a fantastic job of reinventing their characters. Some of them needed a complete overhaul from years of misuse, while others just needed a slight tune-up. A little update to bring them into the new era. Monica Rambeau was the latter. She was a good character right from the beginning, as he was a hero who spoke her mind and is incredibly powerful. Monica was an Avenger and eventually became their leader for a time. As time went on, we saw she was more powerful than any of us knew. We'll get into that later. However, there wasn't much evolution for her character. Fast forward to the early 2000s, and everything comic readers loved about her was doubled. Created by Roger Stern and John Romita Jr. and introduced as a hero in 1982's The Amazing Spider-Man Annual No. 16, Monica Rambeau has gone by multiple names over the years. She was the second Captain Marvel, after Mar-Vell and before Carol Danvers, Spectrum, Photon, and Pulsar. She once made a Janet Jackson reference saying, "It's Monica. Or Spectrum. If you're nasty." No matter what you called her, she was a force to be reckoned with. She went from being green to leading the Avengers and gaining the respect of all of her peers. A big part of that is her power set. T'Challa once told her she has the powers of a god and that she uses it like a gun. Ever since then, her powers have gotten stronger, and she's gotten more creative with them. Her ability to transform into any energy has served her well. She's used them to get out of impenetrable force fields, turn into a kind of sunlight to kill vampires, and make herself look like other people. Who knows what she'll be able to do next? Creators seem to be having fun exploring her powers. Monica Rambeau in Captain America and the Mighty Avengers No. 7. Image. Marvel Comics Plus. Even if Monica never gets powers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she's still going to be amazing. But based on the excitement fans have for her live-action debut, it's doubtful she won't become a superhero at some point. Plus, she'll be added to the growing list of strong women with powers. Her personality keeps her on a list of upcoming characters that are going to be popular in the MCU. Her strong personality will show that she doesn't take any mess from anyone. When she sets her mind to something, she's going to make it happen. Recently, we've seen set photos of her outside of a sword facility on the set of WandaVision. This may seem like a small thing, but this is a big deal. WandaVision is going to be one of Marvel Studios' first shows, and having her as a featured character gets her instant exposure. And this is just a small sample of Monica Rambeau's greatness. Do a Google search of her and look through images. You'll see everything, including her big afro and locks flowing in the wind as she flies through the sky. The smart remarks at her teammates and enemies will show the kind of personality we can expect from her as well. And you'll see her taking down her enemies with what looks like little effort. She's one of the many hidden gems in Marvel Comics. Adding her to the MCU is going to do a lot for her popularity outside of the comics sphere. In addition, Marvel Studios cast a perfect actor to play her. Teyonah Parris looks the part and carries her black hair with pride. She's also a strong actor who commands viewers' attention whenever she's on screen. Needless to say, she's a much-needed addition. You can't have a weak Monica Rambeau, and fans won't get a true feel for her unless she's played by an actress who embodies her spirit. What do you think? Are you excited to see Monica Rambeau in the MCU? Let us know in the comments below.